These is where you guys come in, because these girls are holding up pad kits that look exactly the same as a school bag kits, and it's done like that on purpose. Because what we found out is that girls are not going to school, not because their father told them that they're not worth it, but because of biology. It's simple. They get a period. What are they going to do? So a lot of them use corn husks, manure, pebbles again, corn cobs. They will do anything that they need to be able to stay in school. Old rags, all of that, though, is going to cause an infection. Most likely is going to hurt them and not work. So they go to school, they leak, they're embarrassed. The boys make fun of them. They stop going to school. And all of a sudden you have an 8th grader who doesn't have any further education, so what's her only choice in life is either going to become a prostitute or get married and start having babies. But if we can keep them in school and have them graduate till 12th grade, it is a fact that they will marry 4 years later and they will have less children. It is a fact that then they will educate their children, because they know what it does. So what you guys are doing is not a simple pad kit, and I'm sure you know that. What you're doing is you're educating the next generation of girls. And the reason we found out about it was just a coincidence. I had sent a lot of bandages that were rolled so that they could be used at a hospital, and when I did an inventory, I realized that all of them were disappearing. And I talked to the head of the hospital and I said, how is this happening that like thousands of rolled bandages are gone out of your inventory? And he said, well, the head of the school, he comes over and he takes them because he found out that he could keep girls in school if they could make their own pads out of it. So they were getting these rolled bandages and then they were folding them a certain amount of times, cutting them and using them as pads. And he made a chart where 800% increase of schooling happened with the girls once that was happening. So basically, the headmaster was stealing from the hospital so he could keep girls in school. And I love that the headmaster's male and that he did that knowing the importance of education. So when we gave out these pad kits, I was on a table, all these girls were out there and I'm explaining how to use it to them. And at the beginning, they're like, oh, they're mortified. You know, here's this girl from a different country. She's gonna tell us about, you know, my period. And they're dying, you know, they're like, you know, they're like taking a little giggle and they wanna die. And then when they noticed what it really was about, the shouting was amazing. And they're like, can we have an extra one for my sister? Can I have an extra one for my mom so that she can go to work? So it's really, really neat how these pads will change lives. So have you ladies seen a whole kit? Do you know how this whole thing works?
Yes, I went over and saw one of them.
Okay, so this is a whole kit. They get a cute little bag. For our organization, we don't put our name on the outside at all because we really don't want the kids to think that they're a charity case. So we really don't need to have any pomp and circumstance. They get a bag. They get 2 of these, which are the shields. You're cutting out shields. You're all cutting out shields. And then we have 8 liners, and they're all different colors. Everything is happy, nothing has to match. Just make it a happy bag. They have a washcloth because they learn about keeping themselves clean, a pair of underwear, and they get a bar of soap. And we also include little directions about this big, and they're all in drawings, so it doesn't matter what language we're dealing with, they'll understand. So the girl puts on her undies and she has one of these. These are long, and you fold them like that, and you see this is still thin, so that you can fit it in here. Then you fit this one in the other pocket, but ooh, it's a heavy day. I can still fit in a second or a third one because this is thin here. So you have that. She puts her underwear on. This goes around this part of the underwear, and you snap it underneath, and she's got a pad.
So are they
Then
any specific kind of underwear? Or?
we normally ask for size 14 girl
Oh,
or
okay.
5
Not
women,
any
and
particular
then it
design.
should be no,
Okay.
it's okay. Probably not boy shorts.
Yeah.
But any other panties. And then when they're at school, we've told them, put a little bit of water when you leave home and a little piece of your soap in there and zip it. That way when they go to the bathroom and they have to change it out, they get the dirty ones, they put it in the water, zip it up, throw this whole thing in their bag. Nobody knows what's there, right? They get home and it's been soaking all day. So all they need to do is do the rinse, hang it up, and no guy knows what this is when it's hanging, right? So then the girls are not embarrassed that it looks like a pad hanging there. So we give them 8 of these and 2 of these. And in the between the 2 cottons, you have the white material, which is a waterproof, so it doesn't leak through. So it's pretty ingenious. Yeah. It's neat.
I'm gonna go home and sew because I already know how to make them. So
Okay.
they
So
just
now,
give me-
even if we do these like back in Virginia, we can send them up through
Oh,
without
yes.
snap.
Oh, yeah. We'll
Would you
snap
make
them
them at
here.
some point or cut them out?
Absolutely.
The other thing is,
Is there a place that's better to buy that whole like?
Usually the best price that I get is with a discount, like a coupon is
if you're a girl, these for girls, they sell it for $5 a yard.
Here he is. Oh, good. Come on, smile. Mr. Danil, I'm ready for my close-up.
I got that.
Send it in for $10,000.
There you go.